Hi, I'm Miesha.
I'm Sean.
And we are Miesha and the Spanks. And welcome to Spanks World.
Spanks World, we're open for summer. 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 Ooh, eh, ooh, eh, ooh. Spanks World, ooh, eh, ooh, eh, ooh. Spanks World.
All right, here we are on location at Broken City for Rockin For Dollars. This is our first live show in well over a year and a half. Sean, how you feeling?
I feel trepidation. I just picked a word that I thought would be smart. I'm nervous, actually. It's very exciting.
We're oh, sorry.
No, I was just going to comment on how many youth there are here, and I wonder if any of them are my long-lost children.
I don't know if they're that young.
Not that old either.
Spanks World.
We're up here on the patio. It's pretty chill, but downstairs I think it's a lot crazier, and that's where the music is going to happen. Sean, are we going to win the money?
I almost think it wouldn't even be fair for us to win the money. I'm just kidding. We need to win the money. We're going to win the money. So let's see what happens.
Spanks World.
If you, on the wheel, get beer spit in your face, what are you going to do? You going to take it?
Would you?
I don't know, to be honest. Whose mouth? I mean, I guess we've been in a cohort for the whole year and a half, so maybe if it's yours, then maybe I'm okay with that.
We'll just spit beer in each other's face.
Yeah, no other Dirty Rockin For Dollars kids.
I don't know where they've been.
Spanks World.
I think we're gonna take to the streets and find out what other bands are thinking. Are they cool with beer in their face from another mouth during a pandemic? Post-pandemic?
Pandemic? Who knows? Find out.
Let's find out.
Spanks World. Spanks World.
Okay, Mackenzie, great set tonight. What did it feel like to get back on stage?
You know, it felt awesome after so long of, not getting out and seeing all my friends and playing to just get up on stage. It kind of felt like it always did, though, as soon as the music starts, back to it.
Just back to normal, yes.
Definitely. Yeah, coming here, though, and the day of, I felt like I kind of saw myself in the third person a little bit, oh, I'm observing what would happen if we all came back to normal, but...
Yeah, it's wild to get back to normal. So on the wheel, there's an option to have beer spit in your face or spit beer in your face. How do you feel about that in a COVID world? Are you gonna do it?
Oh, pre-COVID, would not want to do. I managed to escape it every time I played Rockin For Dollars. I'm always fingers crossed. Please don't give me the beer one. So, I'd be relieved if we stopped at that one, but I'm kind of loving life, and somebody could totally spit beer in my face right now because I feel fantastic. Wouldn't matter.
Someone could totally spit beer in Mackenzie's face. You heard it here first.
Spanks World. Spanks World.
All right, so Rockin For Dollars was so much fun. Woo! Holy smokes, getting back on stage again in front of everybody. I had a hard time before we got on stage. I felt like I was shaking.
Yeah.
And then when we got on stage, there was so much room on stage that I was like, okay, now I can just do the thing.
I could feel the perspiration of a crowd kind of wafting over me onto the drums.
The wave of energy.
I forgot how high quality the drum kit was at Rockin For Dollars. And I'm so happy that I brought my own stuff.
Yeah, the amps. I forgot what it was to do a fast, all right, here's what these amps sound like, and this is this, because I don't have time to figure out how the amps sound good right this second.
We sounded great.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. If you don't know, with Rockin For Dollars, you're playing all of the backline that's already set up there for you and been fiddled with by all the bands before you for years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of always a shit show of what's going to sound like on stage.
A tip for any bands that want to set up their amp correctly, just turn all the dials to 666. Anyway, we spun the wheel, and As if the baby angels from above, the cherubs came down and said, "Wouldn't it be hilarious if you won spitting beer in DJ's face?" Yes, the prayers were answered.
That's what we won. We won the beer spit in BJ's face. I couldn't believe it because obviously that's what we've been talking about this whole episode and interviewing bands about this whole episode. We got the wheel with the beer spit, and BJ very cautiously cleared out everyone behind him to make sure that nobody else could get any spray. He was only putting his own life at risk. I think he said so he wouldn't, that you can't sue because
That's how law works. Yeah, that's how law works. You can't sue me, no problem. And yeah.
So yeah, we interviewed all of those bands, but like, wait, why did we only see one interview?
I don't know. We'll have to check that.
There's
right?
another interview. Yeah, let's play another one. Like, I was doing the interview. Did you hit record?
Well, I was getting ready for the next interview, so like.
You did it. Well, let's see your interview.
Ooh.
Did nobody hit record? Did you hit record?
I thought I hit record.
Who didn't? Okay, well, that won't happen again next time.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Were we having too much fun?
Well, coming up next, now that we've got the Rockin For Dollars out of the way, we've got our belated record release party, which feels so goofy to be doing a record release 3 months, May, June, July, 3 months after after we released the album. But you know what, these are the circumstances, and I'm really excited to do a full set, although I've got to say I'm a little out of shape. We played those 3 songs really hard at Rockin For Dollars, and I was done, and I left myself wondering, how am I going to do 45-ish minutes of this?
We'll do 40.
We'll do 40. That'll fix it.
That's fine.
We've got Run Is One festival coming up at Six Ticket Nation, which is going to be really cool. Playing that are Hallucination, which used to be Tribe Called Red, which is going to be freaking awesome.
I did not even know.
You didn't know that?
That's
yeah.
so
I
sick.
keep saying hallucination because that's how it's spelled, but it's hallucination, obviously. And
It's a play on words. That's really good.
it's good, yeah. And then Zune, who are the Players Prize shortlisted, are also headlining that festival. And of course, our buds Iron Tusk will be playing as well. We're really excited for that. It's going to be, I think it's a free event because the poster doesn't have anything about tickets.
Then they just have to bring the poster and be like,
Here's my ticket. We got our special guests now for episode 2, Cardiograms. Come on up! Oh, it's so nice to see you again.
Whitney's excited.
Oh, thanks for coming on, Spanks.
Please
Alright,
enjoy
here, have
the
a
finest
seat.
chairs that Spanks money can buy.
Oh, yes, and this is the Cardiograms record on a beautiful red vinyl.
Indeed.
I'm really excited. I've had a secret copy of this for a while.
Little
Secret copy, and I've been listening to it tons, so I can tell you that it's kick butt.
Good. Thank goodness.
I think our last, actually both of our last show pre-pandemic was together at Two House Brew.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now this will be your first show back as well?
Yeah.
And our first full real show back is
Let's
also
call it the first show.
Yeah, the first show back. It's Rockin For Dollars. I mean, you know, it's like your warm-up.
It's an absolute warm-up.
It's like the pre-game.
It's quite possible we should have done something like that prior to
Done the
August
3
11th,
songs.
but
So what have you guys been doing most of COVID?
making this,
Making
making
the
the
record.
record, yeah. We wrote a few more songs to fill out the record, and then recorded it and did all the stuff, but
Made some videos.
made some videos.
Oh
yeah.
You
those are
started doing
sick.
some animation.
I did. I used a flipbook animation app and made a video for the song Sweet Despair, and then just took a slightly more professional route and made a video with actual humans in it.
Mostly
for
hamsters.
Mostly hamsters and fish. Yeah. And I don't know that we would have done any of that stuff if we were not in pandemic.
Yeah, totally, right? It was kind
Yeah.
of like this little bit of extra time to kind of put everything together.
And also like a creative push, you know, when you have to do things in a totally different way. It's like, how do we do this? How do we approach this under this weird experience that we're living?
Spanks World!
Are you guys excited to get back on stage?
We're learning how to play our songs.
We were saying that we felt going back to our jam sessions that we had become a cover band of the Cardiograms.
Yeah, because we just had to learn the songs and hope for the best. And of course, like, you'll know this, but there was stuff that we did in the studio where you came up with it in the studio. And so fortunately you've got a record of that and you can learn it from there, but there's definitely been a lot of me staring at my pedal board going, how do I make that sound? I don't know. Exactly. Fortunately, we have an actual keyboard. Jess is undergoing the learning the parts and the vocals stuff.
Yeah, the multitasking bit of the singing and the playing together kind of tore my brain apart the first go at it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's converging, it's coming together.
Oh, they're getting there for sure.
It's happening.
For sure.
I mean, the 11th?
It's not in a couple of hours.
Like today, I was like, sweet stuff. Got 3 weeks till our show to like really tighten up like my playing. So like I said, I was feeling a little like out of music shape for our Rockin For Dollars show, and then I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wait a second.
And then you texted me the week of, and you're like, "Do we have time for a jam this week?" And I was like, "No, I don't have time for a jam."
No time. Sorry.
I think we're setting this ship show up to be like really high stakes. Like you should all come
really
because like we're teetering on the edge of greatness or sweet despair, perhaps. And
Great. Really good.
thank you.
Yeah, really
and,
good.
And it's I like entertainment, whether it's goes really well or we all burn. So
We will burn together as friends. And this is actually our first show playing with Joelle. So Joelle and I became our drummer just as the pandemic was starting. We were supposed to play a show at the Palomino mid-March, and then that didn't happen. And so we've been playing together for a year and a half and made this record and what have you, but have not actually had a live show together. Of course, I've played with Joelle tons in Night Committee for 5 years, but so that'll be great. Can't wait.
Do you have any new members
No.
that I don't know about?
Whitney?
Am I filling in?
Are you coming to the show? Whitney?
Yeah, Whitney? Cool. I wasn't supposed to learn anything for this one, was I?
I'm excited for this to be at the ship because it's just kind of like our home venue.
Yeah.
You know, we do all of our Girls Rock. If you don't know, me and Nicola run Girls Rock Camp here in Calgary.
Yeah.
And that is our that's our home for our showcase for Girls Rock Camp.
Yeah.
Have we had a record release there?
No. I don't know. I've done so much there. It feels like the home
It's
bar.
like the home venue. I feel like it's the best place to have like the first out of the gate show. Like for us, I'm so stoked it's a double record release party.
It's double the fun.
You know that means we have to go early and like clear out an area for merch.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like the home base for merch because
we absolutely
it's
do.
like so hard. It'll be so busy, I bet.
Yes, I bet also. And my whole plan was that I was gonna go to another show prior to this show so I could get that feeling out of the way because I haven't been to anything.
To a busy place.
Oh,
to a busy place.
Yeah,
and
you gotta
I
get that out of your
need
system.
to.
Because Rockin For Dollars, I was just like, my husband was there too and just like rubbing my back. I'm like, it's okay. I haven't seen this many people.
But I'm also quite nervous about playing the songs in front of people because that's like with the record, that's something that we haven't done yet for this full album. So I was sort of wondering if the nerves would cancel each other out. I don't know, or compound.
No,
it's gonna be one of the other.
I'm not speaking for all the people, but you all felt very forgiving when there was mistakes or whatever. People, I think, are in the mode right now of like, we all want to cheer for each other to do better. We all want. I'm making this show sound less dangerous. I don't want to.
Stakes are still high.
Yeah, I think people are very like on your side, and if there's something that goes wrong or. They're gonna be like, no, let's try again.
Yeah.
And I think for us too, it's kind of full circle because that's where we started as a little duo.
It is.
And we've come so far since then, and our sound has grown, and
Our love has definitely grown.
And our melancholy has grown.
Our melancholy will grow forever, exponentially. And yeah, it's a totally different project now than it was when we just were like this a little electro-melancholy duo that had one song and no drummer. And that was the shit. A drum track on my phone.
Was it Logan?
It was not Logan. I don't use Logan, Sean.
Good. My arch nemesis only stays in my band.
Spanks World!
So you guys are going to be our first guest to watch Deep Cuts from the Spanks Bank with us this week on
Deep Cuts from the Spanks Bank.
We're going to look at Leather Jacket from our 2011 release, Gods of Love, right? Yes, that's the album. Yes, Gods of Love. It was also our winning track for X99's exposure contest where we won the money and blew it on touring and making more vinyl.
Excuse me.
I've tried so many times, and we'll go shopping sometime, and you can make a whole video of how
You are kind
stupid
of
I
like
look.
a denim guy.
I'm a denim daddy.
I was going to say.
Yeah. We know it's true.
Yeah. So here is Deep Cuts from the Spanks Bank. So I mixed it myself.
Well, I thought it was great, and I remember that song. I remember hearing that on X99.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I wish I was in the band that was on X92.
Anyway, I'll go back to
And
my
now
role.
you're an 8.
You're on exposure like every week.
There we go. Yeah, I find a way in.
Thanks, Matt Berry.
Yeah, Matt Berry.
Big time thanks.
Big time thanks.
All right, well, thanks you guys for coming, and we'll see you in a couple weeks on our next Spanks World. We'll have some footage and stuff from the record release, from the Festival of Siksika, Reynolds 1, and to be determined for what other hot topics we're going to tackle.
Me in a leather jacket.
Oh, he's going to be in a leather jacket. Perfect.